Hi guys, today I will take you through how to create a school timetable. In this session, I will take you through how to create a 16 class timetable with the various subjects, and therefore at the end of the session, I will be in a position to actually come up with a timetable like you can see. Therefore, let's start. We just open our ASC timetables, then we click on new, and therefore we start by typing the name of the school. And for instance, we can just type the name of the school there. That is, like for instance, we can call it my school international secondary school. Then academic year, you set the academic year. Then you have to set the periods per day. Therefore, periods per day, we shall have, that is 9. You can have 9. Then it will ask you, are you sure you want to change the count? Yes. Then number of days, we need 5 days. And therefore, we have 5 working days, weekend being Saturday. Then you can click on next. Next. Then from this session, you'll have the other bits, but I opt not to use this part here. Let's first of all finish with the wizard. Then after finishing with the wizard, now having created this timetable here, this one, our new one, we can now proceed and save it. Therefore, file and then save as. You can just save it on our desktop as my new TT, then save. Therefore, I can now go ahead and open my new TT here just by double clicking, and therefore you can see I have a blank timetable with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with the lessons here, and therefore we can just now go ahead and create the classrooms, or we can start with the teachers. Therefore, then later on we can create the subjects, or you can either start with any. Therefore, you can click on teachers. Then after we click on teachers, we add new, we add the teachers here. Therefore, you can have teacher number 1, contract is number 1. Then you click on OK. Then you can go ahead, create teacher number 2. The short is also number 2. This is male. Then you can go ahead and create teacher number 3. Contract is number 3. And therefore you can note that once you create a teacher, every teacher is given a color. Therefore you can create teacher number 4 all the way. Then you can also create teacher number 5. Teacher number 5. Then you can proceed teacher number 6. We have teacher number 7. Teacher number 8. And therefore we go ahead, we add teacher number 37. 37 we add. Then we also have teacher number 38 that way. Therefore, after now doing that, therefore you can see we have now added the teachers. We have 38 teachers. Then we can go ahead and add the courses or the subjects here. Therefore, just hit this one, then new. Therefore, you can just now add the subjects. We have English. We have English. Then we can have Kiswahili. Then you can have mathematics. that way. Then you can have biology, bio, can have chemistry, that is chem. You can have physics, fine. Then we have history. Then you can have CRI. Then you can have geography, geo. Then you can also have computer, studies. Then you can have business studies. Then you can have agriculture, and then let's use those ones since they are actually from all groups. Then you can cross. Therefore, you can still go back here and see. So far, I have the courses, I have the teachers. Therefore, I can now enter the classes, and therefore my class, I can have Form 1 South, then Form 1 North, then Form 1 East, then Form 1 West, then Form 2 South, 2 North, 2 West, and 2 East. Then Form 3 North, 3 East, 3 South, 3 West. Then Form 4 North, Form 4 South, Form 4 East, Form 4 West. Therefore, so far I have created the courses, we have created the classes, our 16 classes. Then we can have a classrooms. Like now you can have the computer lab, that is a shared room. Then you can have biology lab, it is also a shared room. You can also have chemistry lab or chem lab, it is a shared room. Then we have physics lab, you can call it phi lab. Yeah, those ones. Therefore we have this one, we can edit, it is also a shared room. Therefore those are the classrooms, and therefore so far we have done in our basics. Therefore after doing that, you see now the timetable is actually coming up. Then the next thing, we need to also look at the bells, that is breaks, where our breaks will be. Therefore you click on school, then you can assign breaks, that is where you want the bells. Therefore lessons per day, you click on bells. Then once you click on bells, then you can be in a position to indicate where your breaks will be. Like now we need a break there, therefore you add a break. If our break will be short break, short break. Our break starts at notice should actually be 20 minutes. Our break should be 9:20 to should be 9:30. Break position. Break is before. Should actually be this break is before period number 1, 2, before period number 3. Therefore, you see where my break has entered. Therefore, I shall only edit the timings for my lessons. Therefore, I also edit the timing for my lessons. Then you can insert the other break. You need the other break to be somewhere. Therefore, add break. This is wrong break. So I shall have wrong break. Now, wrong break will be from 10:50 to 11, that is to 11:30, and our break should be, that is at the 5th. Our break will be after the 4th, before the 5th break. Therefore, it will be before the 5th. Therefore, so that we can have 2 lessons break, 2 lessons break. Therefore, you can also have the lunch break. If we have the lunch break, this is the lunch break. So the lunch break will be from 12:30 up to 2, up to 2:00, up to 2, and therefore this one will be, the lunch break will be before 7th lesson. Therefore, you see where our lunch break will be. Then the next thing is to edit our periods. Therefore, our periods start from 8 to 8:40. Then the next one is now 8:40 to 9:20. Then the next, our break will be 9:20 to 9:30. Then our next period will be from 9, that is 9:30 to 10:10. Then our next one will be 10:10, that is 10:10 to 10:50. Then we shall have 10:50, that is our break. Our break will be 10:50 to 11:30. Then from 11:30 we just go to our next period is 11:30 to 11, sorry, this should be 11:10 to 11:50. and therefore our break is to 10, 11, 10, 20 minutes. Then we shall have our sixth lesson starts from 11:50 to 12. It is 40 minutes, 12:30. Then from 12:30 we have our lunch. Our lunch starts from 12:30 to 14:00. That is okay. Then 14:40, not 45. So that the next one is 14:40. Is 14:40 to 15:20. That is 40 minutes. And then we shall have our last one. Our last one will be 15:20 to 16:00. Then that one. Therefore, that's how you set the bells. Therefore, you can see there are some bold lines here. This one indicates that these are breaks for every day. Therefore, after so far doing that, you save that one. Then, okay, let's go on and now allocate subjects to teachers. And to start with, we shall start with the combined subjects, that is in senior classes, Form 3 and Form 4. And therefore, we can just go ahead to teachers. Then we go to the teachers we want to allocate. Like for instance, let's start with physics and biology. Physics and biology are struck together. And therefore, let's start with going to that is number 15. Number 15, assume number 15 teaches physics and biology, and therefore you just click on the new section here, and therefore you choose the course. Therefore, we also need to indicate those stroked subjects. Therefore, you can go back to courses. Then we add a new course. We add biology stroke physics, bio stroke physics. Those are for the senior classes, and therefore you can change the color. That is bio stroke physics. Then we shall have geography stroke history stroke that is geography stroke history. That is another one, geography stroke history. Then we shall have computer stroke business stroke agriculture. Therefore, CS stroke agric stroke BST. That one is for technicals. And therefore, let's go now and allocate the teachers. Therefore, let's start with the number 15. Now, number 15 teaches biology, which is stroked together with the physics, and therefore you just go to this point, you choose biophysics. Then the level, this is for Form 4 North. You add another class if Form 4 North and Form 4 South will be taught by the same teacher. Therefore, I'll add Form 4 South. Those are two classes. Then from there, you add more teachers. The teachers who will be teaching this. And therefore, teachers who will also teach together with this one. We have teacher number 3. We also have teacher number 35. That way. Therefore, those are the teachers that will be affected by that one. And therefore, you have single lessons. That is single lessons. For biology, we shall have 3 single lessons. And they will be in the home room. Therefore, you click on OK. Then we add another one, double, for the double. Therefore, you shall have the same with the double. Physics, the same class. Form 4 North, add another class. Form 4 South. Then the same teachers, we have teacher number 3, we have teacher number 35, will be teaching that one, but this one, this is a double, and therefore the double will be taught in a shared room, and that is will be shared room, but it will not be taught in this, it will be taught in the shared room, and therefore you click on OK. Therefore you have added a subject for this teacher. Then we can go ahead and go to the next combination, that is for Form 4 West and Form 4 East. We can go to teacher number 17, who teaches biology, and therefore this teacher will be teaching the same combination, biophysics, class Form 4 East, and then Form 4 West combination. We can first of all deal with the double. Double will be in shared room, and then we can go ahead and add the other teacher. The other teacher is teacher number 18, 17 and 18, and therefore that one is done for the double. For the single, we go ahead again, choose biophysics, then the level is Form 4 East and Form 4 West. Then singles are 3 to make them 5, and they are taught in the home room. We have added the next teacher is teacher number 18, and therefore we have now dealt with those. Then you notice that the subjects are being added down here as I'm adding them, and if you press the cursor, you will see the teacher number. Then after doing that, we can go to Form 3. We again go to teacher number 17. He teaches Form 3. Therefore, we go again biophysics, but this time round it is for Form 3 South and North. Therefore, we go to Form 4 3 and North, and they are teaching together with the teacher number 8 that way. And this is, we can first of all deal with the double, then click OK. Then again we go ahead, we go to biophysics, Form 3 and South and Form 3 North. Then this is single. Singles are 3 to make them 5, and they are in the home classroom, but this time round they are teaching with the teacher number 8. Therefore we can go to Form 4 East. We go to teacher number 23. Teacher number 23 teaches biology and the combination with the physics. They are teaching with the teacher number 18. Then this is biophysics. Level is Form 3 East and Form 3 West, and therefore that is we did with the double first. Double, it is in the shared room, it is 1. Then we add the single. The single is the same there with the teacher number 18, and they have 3 singles. Home classroom, this is Form 3 West and Form 3 East combination. Therefore we can first of all save whatever you are doing. Therefore you can see the subjects, and when you press the cursor, you can see that is the teachers. We can go ahead. Now we are done with the biophysics combination for both classes. Let's go to humanities, that is geography, history and religious education, and therefore you can start with teacher number 30 teaches geography, and therefore you can just go to combination of geography and history. Then this one for geography and history, the Form 3s are all combined, and therefore you start with 1, then Form 3 you choose the others, 3 East, 3 South, 3 East. They will be taking this subject at the same time, but taught in different classes by different teachers, and therefore you shall have teacher number 19. You shall also have teacher number 12. Therefore those are 3 teachers teaching the whole entire class, and therefore we give the total number of lessons. therefore they are 5, and they are all from homeroom. Therefore, that is the way the combination looks like. Then after doing that one for Form 3, we can do for Form 4. For Form 4, it is separate, two classes, and therefore we can start with the teacher number 30 again. He will be teaching in East, combination of Form 4, that is Geography History. He will be teaching combination of Form 4 East and Form 4 West, together with the teacher number 14, who teaches Humanities also. And therefore, how many lessons do we have? We have 5. Then we go to the next combination. We go to teacher number 38, teaches Geography. Therefore, we have Geography History. We'll be teaching with the teacher number 19, who teaches History. And then this is a combination of Form 4 North and Form 4 South. They will all be in the home classroom, but 5 lessons per week. Therefore, after doing that, you can close here and then save. Therefore, you can see we are still building the lessons down here. Therefore, we go ahead now and create the technicals. Remember, we agreed we start with the senior classes, the block. You start creating timetable by blocking, that is by the blocks, that is subjects taught by different teachers and taken or selective. They are from different classes or a combination of two or the whole stream. Therefore, you start creating timetable by the difficult parts. Then from there, we can create the technicals. Now, the technical, we start with the Form 4. And there are 3 technical teachers, number 29, number 11, and number 29. Therefore, we have from number 29. In number 29, we start with the Form 4. They will be teaching Computer, Business, and Agriculture. That is in Form 4. Form 4s, we shall have East, that is West and South, West and South, and therefore we shall like have joint. We can have Form 4 East that way, and therefore we have the singles and doubles. We have 2 singles, have 3 singles and 1 double, and therefore this one shall be taught by teacher number 11 and teacher number 27. Teacher number 27, that is for agriculture, computer, and business. Therefore, after doing that, we shall also have teacher number 11, teacher number 27 again, teaching this one. We go for the double. The double is 1, that is in the shared room, and this one is Form 4 East and Form 4 West, that way. Then you can go for the double for the next class, business, agriculture. Teachers are the same, 27. Then you can go to Form 4 South and Form 4 North, that way. Then you click on OK. Then this one, singles are 3. Then we can create their double. Their double lesson should be taught by the same teachers, 11. Now we have teacher number 27 and 29 now, but this one is this is for Form 4 North and Form 4 South, and I have said this is the double 1 shared room. Yeah, that way. And therefore we have for East and South, they are good, things are well. Therefore, after now blocking that one, we can now create the block for Form 3. Form 3, just like we did in Humanities, it is actually the same. Therefore, you go to teacher number 29, we create for form 3. They are teaching together with the teacher number 11 and teacher number 27. And then we are teaching computer, business, and agriculture. Then this is for all the form 3s together. It is a block of all classes. Therefore, we shall have for west, east, then 3 east here, news. Good. Therefore, they will be doing three singles, and 1 double. Therefore, we create the double 11, 27. Then we create business, computer, whatever. But this one is for form or the form this. But this one is now double in shared room. Therefore, we go ahead for south, for west, 3 west, sorry, 3 east. 3 classes. We shall have 1 block, just like we have done here. Therefore, you can see this is a whole block. For this, a total of 4. Count is 4. This is 3 plus 2, 5. Therefore, we need to edit that. Singles should be 2. For the form 4, singles should be 2. Then we also need to go to the other form 4. We have singles 2, not 4. That way to make a total of 5. Therefore, you then save. Now, after doing that, we are done with the most difficult part, and therefore we can now assign the other simple subjects. Like now, teacher number 1. You can just double click or just click on edit in case you need to. But in case you need to allocate the subject, you just double click. Now, teacher number 1 will be teaching geography in form 1 south. And those are 3 lessons. He will also be teaching geography in form 1 north. Those are also 3. He will also be teaching something else. Like now, we can talk of, we can teach geography in form 2 south. Those are also 3 lessons. This is home, that way. Therefore, for those ones, you will notice that we have allocated the lessons for that teacher. Then you can go to teacher number 2. Teacher number 2, that is English, teaches form 4, and English are actually 8 lessons. That is in form 4 east. He also teaches English in form 1 south. In form 1, English are 6. That way. Therefore, if you notice here, you will just see that we are actually building the timetable. And now, once you allocate every teacher their subject, the next thing to do, you hit on generate new and then start the timetable. And therefore, this one will be arranged. Therefore, you can see that as I'm doing that, the subjects are being arranged automatically by the system. And therefore, as I go on and on feeding, okay, we can still allocate other subjects. Like you can go to number 11, then we allocate computer form 1 north. From 1 north, we have one single and one double to make them 3. Therefore, you have one single that is in the home room. Then you can go again from Form 1 North, course Computer Studies, Form 1 North. Now you have one double, which is in the shared room. Then you can go ahead and allocate another subject, like now again computer. Then teaches 1 West. So we start with the double in the shared room. Then we have single, computer, then 1 West, 1 single in home classroom. Then can proceed to Form 2, computer again, Form 2, same Form 2 West, double, 1 double, then Form 2 computer, Form 2 West, 1 single, that is 2 West, then again computer, 2 North, start with double, allocate the double is in the shared room. Then we go again Form 2 and 1 single is 2 North, that way. And therefore, if you go to teacher number 11, you see his timetable, he has 24 count, and therefore we can still come to this point and generate new start. We feed the computers. You can see now the computers again has been fed, and therefore for you to like see the timetable for the teacher number 11, I can just come to this point, then hit number 11, then this is the timetable. Therefore you can see the timetable for number 11 is complete. Teacher number 11, this is the distribution of the subjects, the way it looks like. Then we can go ahead and allocate chemistry for Form 1. Chemistry for Form 1 North. Like now, you can just go to classes 1 North. Then we can allocate chemistry. Teacher is teacher number 21. Then we have the course. It teaches chemistry 1 North, the entire class. Then there is double in the shared room. Double is 1. Again, we can go ahead, number 21, course chemistry. This is single. Singles are 2. They are actually 2 to make them 4. But the singles are in the home classroom that way. Then we can also assign physics in 1 North. Physics is taught by teacher number 18. If we can just go to teacher number 18, then assign physics. Physics, we start with the double. It is taught in the shared room. Double, it's 1. Then you can assign physics single. Teacher number 18. Course is physics. Singles are 2. They stay in the same classroom that way. Then we can add another subject, like we can add English. English is taught by teacher number 20, and it is English. English, there are 6 singles. Therefore, just type 6. Then you can add another subject for the class. You can add history, number 12. Then you can go to history. History, there are 3. Then you can go to agriculture, number 27. Agriculture, there are 3 lessons, there is no double. Then we go to something else like geography. Geography, they are taught by number 30. Geography, there are 3 lessons that way. Then we can go to mathematics. Mathematics, they are taught by teacher number 3. Then we go to maths. Mathematics, there should be 6 lessons, singles. Then from mathematics, we can see something like biology. Biology, they are taught by teacher number 17. Biology, we have double. If we have 1 double, shared room. Then biology again, teacher number 17. Biology, we have 2 single that way. Therefore, after doing that, you can save our work, then come to this point, generate new, start, and then see how that one looks like. Therefore, you can see in OneNote we are almost complete, but there are 2 missing lessons. Therefore, later on we shall look at that one. Now you proceed with the same procedure. For you hit teachers, then if you want to be fast, you just go to a class like I am doing. You double click the class, then you add the lessons. Like for instance, we can just go ahead and add another one, like in Form OneNote we can add something like P. Their P is for now you see we forgot to write P, the physical education. Therefore, what you need to do is to go back to the courses and add PE, physical education, whichever there. Therefore, you have PE, and therefore from there you can now allocate the PE. That is, like now here you see our physics, we made a mistake. It is double in Form OneNote, and therefore we can edit that one. We go to physics. Physics, this is single. Before that was a brander. Then from there we can go and add PE, new section. We add teacher number 3 is taking them for PE, and it's only 1 single lesson. Therefore you can hit it that way. Then we have we need to have CRI there. Who teaches them CRI? Therefore CRI, they are taught by teacher number 37. If we go to teacher number 37, course CRI, then there's 3 single lessons that way. Then from there you cross again, then hit generate. Therefore you see, like now for this class, for Form OneNote it is complete, though we have again a mistake in chemistry. Therefore you, in case you do such a mistake, you just go and end it. Therefore you go to chemistry singles. This is singles, this is double, sorry. We shall not tamper with the double, we shall tamper with the singles. Singles are 2 single. Be very keen not to make such mistakes, and therefore when you generate new, you will get something different. You see that there is some missing blank lessons. Therefore we shall go on and on, giving teachers, that is allocating teacher subjects. Then at the end of the day, after doing that, you can now go ahead and fix the small mistakes that are actually there. Therefore, once the allocation is done, like now in Form OneNote, to see the timetable for the class, you just click this point, then you go Form OneNote, then hit this button here. Therefore, you can be in a position to see that you have now created timetable for Humanist. For the teacher, you click the gown. This is the gown cap. Then you go to the teacher, like number 11. Then you'll be in a position to print the timetable from now this point after allocating that. Therefore, let's go ahead and okay, for this one you can generate timetables for each subject. For each subject, like now you can see this one. This is for computer studies. This is for computer studies. It is showing you the distribution. Then you can also try to see the computer lab timetable. That is for that room called computer lab or biology lab. You see, you can see their timetables from here. Therefore, this is where you access the timetables when you want to print. Therefore, let's go on and allocate all other lessons, that is the other subjects, to teachers. All other lessons, let's go ahead. And also very important to know that sometimes you may wish to add a 10th lesson. Therefore, in case you want to add the 10th lesson, you just go to school, then periods per day. If you want them to be 10, therefore you can just adjust it to 10 that way. Then you click on OK, and therefore you can see now we have the 10th lesson. After for every day we have added a 10th lesson because you might have a broad curriculum, and therefore after adding the 10th lesson, let's now proceed to allocating subjects to every teacher. But we have seen the easiest way is to deal with the class. That is class, you finish with the class after allocating the subjects. That is after having made the subjects and teachers and classes and classrooms. Therefore, it will be very simple for you now to deal with class by class. Therefore, we can still now add more and more for that. Therefore, after assigning all the subject and adding the subject you had skipped, like now I have added French, which I had skipped. You can now click on generate new timetable and then fix the read through, or actually few mistakes. Let me use the correct word. You correct the few mistakes that you have probably find just by dragging and drop. You can drag and drop one card from where it is, and in case there is a collision, you can actually take it to somewhere different. Therefore, that's how you use the ASC timetable to come up with a 16 class timetable with blocked subjects like I have taken you. And therefore, thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe if you have not subscribed, and also it is very good and I'd appreciate if you really share and like my videos. Therefore, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.